What's the matter, little guy? Get over here. Stop barking. Hello, Mandy. Good morning. Samuel, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Patty, Jen, Dana. Hope everybody's having a good day. Day's still bright and young. I wasn't feeling too great yesterday, but morning bad shit. Alright, so I want to get a few more people in here before I start talking. Hey, KD. Good morning, Lisa. Hi, friend. How are you? Let's just wait a couple minutes and then I'll start saying what I gotta say, and then I gotta get motivated. I got things to do today. Yes, I'm very well. I'm safe. I'm well. I'm happy. We're gonna explain some things to you guys, and well, I'm gonna explain some stuff to you guys because the last thing I want is for other people to have lives. Thank you for joining the team, Lisa. Other people having lives about me, right? Um, when they really don't know what they're talking about. Um, so the only person that's going to be able to clarify things is the person, right? And I've always been an open book. I have no reason to lie to you guys. You guys know that I have been in and out of recovery basically my entire life since I'm 16 years old. Okay, I've had some good runs. I've clean for 5 years, clean for 8 years, clean for 3 years, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 3 years, 6 years. I mean, I've had a lot of good runs, okay? And I've also had a lot of rough times, right? So we're going to clarify something. When I was in California, I had a live. And I had said that for me being in recovery, a drug is a drug is a drug, okay? It doesn't matter if it's pills, doesn't matter if it's cocaine, if it's heroin, if it's a drug is a drug is a drug, okay? When you are an addict, you shouldn't be taking any type of opiate, okay? Unless it's necessary, okay? And there are no other alternatives, okay? Before I even went to California, I was off the app for a little bit, okay? I would come on once in a while to say hello to you guys. All I would do was work, come home, take care of my dogs. I had a litter of puppies, so that was a job in itself. My health wasn't the greatest. I had just had another surgery and went right back to work. I kept a lot of things off the app and away from people because I don't need anybody feeling sorry for me. I don't. It's always been Mikey taking care of Mikey. Okay? So I went on pain management. Okay? I really had no choice. I was in a lot of pain. I could barely get out of bed to go to work. So I went back on pain management. Okay? When I went to California, my goal was to come off of my pain management medication. I thought maybe because the weather was different, it was nicer out there. It wasn't as dry. My body would be able to handle it. So when I went live, when I had said that I was talking about my meds, okay? Let's get that straight, okay? But again, a drug is a drug is a drug is a drug. Got it? Are we understanding? Does anybody have any questions so far? Okay? It is none of my supporters' fault. None of my supporters have enabled me. None of my supporters were giving me money for my pills. None of my supporters, they were prescribed by my doctor. Okay? Other than my road trip and people coming into my life, we did just the opposite. Whatever that means, just meaning not giving me stuff. I wasn't asking for anything. When did I ask for anything? Did I ask for anything? Opposite of enable. Correct. You would look pretty rough too if you spent almost 5,000 miles going across country 2 times. Okay? You try doing that in a truck with 2 dogs. And you let me know how rough you look. Okay? And I'm not speaking to you, Jess. I'm speaking to people in general that want to go on Reddit and write stuff like that. Okay? My biggest mistake is the fact that I think that people change. When people are mentally fucked up in their head and it's not being treated, they're not going to change. And I always want to see the good in people. I do. I want to see the good in people. I want to believe the good in people. They dropped me off at a hospital about an hour and a half away from their house or wherever it was, right? Meanwhile, there was a hospital not even 5 minutes from their home. Okay? I had a infection, a horrible infection. I was lacking. I needed blood. They gave me blood. And when they did the scan, they said that I was bleeding somewhere and they didn't know where. Okay? They told me that it was crucial hospital. But when I got the text message from Amethyst and from Candy that they were going to drop my dogs off at a shelter, at a pound or wherever, I ripped the IV out of my arm and I left the hospital. Okay? So you'd look pretty rough too. Okay? Those dogs are like my children. And don't say that they didn't say that, because they did. And I had the messages. Okay? Because I fixed my other phone that was smashed. And I changed all my passwords, by the way. So, good luck with that, Amethyst. Right? You know, at least I come on camera. Right? Hey, Dee. You don't see them on camera. You see they're always off camera. Because they look rough. They live in a bedroom. Okay? They live in a bedroom. They do not come out of their bedroom. Okay? No. I would love to speak to Lisa and find out the true story that happened to her when she was there for a month. You know, Lisa, the one that fucking threw me through the ringer on Reddit? Right? Her. She was apparently at their house for a month, and the story that I got from Amethyst was because I saw a picture of them on the refrigerator. I was like, Lisa was here? What the fuck? And they were like, yeah, it didn't work out really well. We had to kick her out because she was in love with Amethyst. Everybody's in love with Amethyst. Everybody's in love with her. Candy's a hoarder. So they were cleaning up her house. Her house was disgusting. And they were cleaning up her house. So they used her, and then they threw her out. Nice people. Wow, that sounds familiar. You guys did that to me too. Wow. So let me guess. The two cats that died. Hello, Mr. Dior. Do you want to say hello? Hello, sir. My dogs are happy. They're not locked outside in the heat. I couldn't even take a ride on my bike. And I'd come home and my dogs would be thrown outside in the fucking heat. Because Candy didn't want. Not that they didn't do anything to harm the house. You know? I guess Candy felt that I just rented her garage, so I should just stay outside in the heat in the garage with the dogs. You know? But it's okay. It was an experience. I saw some beautiful things. And hopefully I don't make the same mistake ever again in life. My Dior Samuel. He's my little man. So yeah. So the difference between me and a lot of other creators, at least I'll get on here and I'll be honest and I'll tell you guys what's going on and you'll see things for what it's worth. Okay? Hold on one second, guys. I just got a message from it's worth. Okay? Hold on one second, guys. I just got a message from somebody. Alright, sorry. Alright, so if any of you know that snickerdoodle, whatever, poodle person, Lisa, if you can invite her or ask her if she can come to my live, that would be great. Hey, Natalie. Alright. You know, there are people that ride hard for me, right? And there are people that ride hard for Amethyst. I think Amethyst got like one or two really close friends that ride hard for her. And Candy, Heart of Gold, and their other friend. But I have nothing against Heart of Gold. I don't. But you know, you believe a lot of what you hear. Remember, there's always two sides of the story, and then the truth. The only advice I can give people is be cautious. Be aware. That's it. Be cautious and be aware. Someone in the chat. Alright, let's see. Oh, you love the pillow behind me? Yeah, it's cozy. Alright. Okay. Dash Tiny Poodle messaged me. Oh, she messaged me. All right, listen. I'm gonna get off the live because I don't think I can go into my messages while I'm live. Or can I? I don't know if I don't know how. Hey, Flat. We're gonna decline you. All right, we're not battling. We're not gonna enable Mikey. Right, Jess? Right. So I'm gonna go look at my messages and I'm gonna shower. I have to go. I'm gonna go run somewhere, and I have to speak to somebody about a job. Um, I don't even know why I'm going to this thing because it's not something I really want to do. Um, but I don't like saying I'll show up and then I don't. You know, Jess, I get it. I get it. I get it. You know, people, until a person lives in somebody else's shoes, they don't know what a person is going through. Okay? Thank you, Flap. Thanks, Batchet, as well. Um, I was very depressed when I was at their home. Okay? Um, I felt alienated. They didn't really spend any time with me. Um, I knew that they were doing foul shit. Um, when Amethyst was behind my back talking to people, like Danny, it was hurtful. And I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand how people get off on hurting other people, right? Um, I even told them that I would go away to come off my meds and I wouldn't do it on my own. But they never wanted me there. I think Amethyst made the decision on her own. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bother you, but
Okay.
I'm sorry. You got a minute?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So I made the mistake in going to California like an idiot. Obviously, I don't learn, but it's okay, right? Um, but I'm just curious. Did they put you out because you were in love with Amethyst?
No, they didn't put me out. Um, I own my own home. Paid in cash, paid for. So I never lived there. What happened was I was already planning on going out there for a 2 week visit, and Candy had was going on a trip with her mom for a week, and she didn't want Amethyst to be alone. So I extended my trip to
Mm.
when after Candy came back. So I stayed the extra time. It didn't make sense for me to come back to Michigan and then go back out a week later when Candy was leaving. So I just rearranged my flight and stayed longer to help them. I owned this house, it's paid for. I didn't move anywhere, and I would never move to California.
No, I thought so. None of it made any sense when they
Yeah,
told me.
no, no,
Okay.
no, no, no.
I just wanted to clarify it because the story I got was that you were supposed to stay a week and just help while Candy was away to, I guess, get her stuff taken out of the house because she was a hoarder. And you helped, and then you just didn't want to leave, and they had to ask you to leave because you were obsessed with Amethyst. That's the story I got.
Wow, wow. Well, see, my visit out there wasn't out there to help. I was coming out there to visit. I am OCD. When I
Right,
got there, you know,
right,
so I cleaned.
right. So did I.
As
A lot.
anybody would that has a heart. So I wasn't there to help with that stuff. I was there so Amethyst was not alone when Candy went to Tennessee for a week. And that was at the end of May. I went out in the beginning of May. I was there for Amethyst's birthday. I arrived May 6th or May 7th,
I tapped the
and
screen.
I
I already got a
stayed until
violation.
June. Pardon me?
No, I already got a violation, so I told him to tap the screen because you know how
Because
they
the
do.
truth hurts. Because the
Right. Of
truth
course.
hurts.
Of course. Of course. Good, bad, and indifferent. Listen, we already know, right? And you drugged me through the app, right? And
Let me explain that. I did not. I'm not that account that was on Reddit. What I did to you, I made an email. I never contacted your job. I sent an email to the state of Pennsylvania, and they let me know that you are not government funded and they couldn't help me. And it ended there. So whoever it was that dragged you is not me.
okay, I
I
got
was
it.
only on the app 6 months when I came
Oh,
across who you were.
okay.
And I
How?
take full responsibility of that. I do. And I apologize for it. That was shit. That was horrible.
Thank you, thank you. That means a lot. I appreciate that. Um, yeah. So basically, I went there and I didn't feel welcome from the very beginning. I was supposed to get the room upstairs after Buggy left. I was there 2 weeks with the kids. They never left their room other than for Amethyst to smoke her cigarettes. Um, they never came out of the room. They stayed in the room the whole entire time. Um, and I felt uncomfortable. So I kept telling Amethyst, like, are you sure that Candy's okay with me being here? As soon as I got there, the first thing I did was I gave them 4 weeks rent. That was the first thing I did when I walked into that house. Um, 2 days before the kids left, we went to like this beach walk thing where like there were stores and shopping or whatever,
Yeah.
and I already knew like that Candy was tight on cash, so I was like, listen, I'm gonna give you a couple extra $100 to be ahead of my rent. I was like, this way you have some extra cash on you. She said, fine, no problem. When they when after the boys left, I noticed, I don't know if you saw the live, but I was live and we had agreed that I wasn't going to let anybody know that I was there, right? And Amethyst ripped the phone out of my hand and showed people that I was there. She said it was because there was somebody in my box that was trying to make me look stupid. And then as soon as I hung up the live, I realized she was on the phone with Danny. And I was hurt. I was really hurt. I knew something was up at that point. I knew something was up way before that, but I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it. I just thought that maybe I was just too paranoid because of all the shit I've been through on the app. Um, but for those that know me and places that I've been, um, I'm very giving. I'm not a slob. I clean up after myself. I'll cook all day for people. I'll clean all day for them. I just stay busy.
Right.
Um, and that's what I did. And that's what I did from the minute I got there. Um, and I told them that I was really depressed, and I was honest with Amethyst, and I told her that I was on pain meds again, and I needed to come off, and I wanted to come off. And there was a video of me, and I went um, by the mountains around the block from their house, and I had gone live and I was very honest with people. It wasn't like I was lying. It wasn't like I was sitting there and I was a drug. When you're an addict, a drug is a drug is a drug. Whether I take a pill, whether I'm drinking, whether I'm shooting coke, sniffing coke, shooting dope, whatever the case may be, a drug is a drug is a drug. And all I wanted to do was come off my medication. And I was honest with them. And behind my back, they were talking to people and telling people things, and they. So I got really sick, and
Well, thank you.
I ended up in the hospital.
Right.
And they said that when they did a scan, I was bleeding somewhere internally, and they didn't know where, but I needed a lot of blood. Um, Amethyst. It took them 3 days to come up and I think on the second day or the third day, Amethyst came up and visit me because everybody knows how I am. I need a fucking vape. I need something. And So I was like, please, just bring me a vape, whether draw a vape, something. I'm having a rough time here, you know. So she got up there and she caused like this big scene. She said security told her all this shit. It wound up being this whole big lie. She lied because the last time when I was in the hospital in PA, people found out where I was and they were calling the hospital. So I made sure that I put my thing private. That if anybody called or if anybody visited or anything, they would have to come to me first and say, so and so is here to visit you. Is it okay that they come up? Or such and such is requiring about you. Is it okay? They weren't just going to give her information. Okay. Um, that was just their way of telling me I had to go. Okay. Um, I was getting, I knew too much about Candy and what she was doing. Um, they want to point fingers at me, but meanwhile, Candy pops Xanax all day long and does weed all day long. And listen, as far as I'm concerned, if a doctor's writing you a script and he's telling you to take one or two a day and you're eating about five, I'm sorry, miss, you got a problem. Okay? Let's keep it 100. And she never came out of her room. And when I confronted her to come to a meeting with me, I think that's when it all went down to shit. Um, there was literally a meeting right around the block from their home, an AA meeting at 12 o'clock every day. Amethyst came with me once. Candy came with me once. Actually, Amethyst came with me twice. Um, and they they were just lying to people. After my phone broke, um, I and she, because I'm not computer savvy, she was able to take all my contacts and put it into the new phone. I kept my line open because I had all these messages and all this stuff in there, and I knew that they were up to something at this point.
Right.
And I went to call certain people, and she like deleted. Like I had to like go on Facebook Messenger and on TikTok Messenger and message people for their phone numbers because all my close people were deleted out of my phone. Nova, for a whole week, thought that I was avoiding her. I had told Amethyst 100 times, give that woman my new phone number, please. And she didn't. She didn't. She had her think that I didn't want to talk to her. They're fucking sick, and I know this. But as far as Reddit goes, guys, I don't go on there. I don't go on Reddit. I just went on Reddit. I didn't go on. Somebody else did to look. You'd look rough too if you traveled 8,000 miles in a month's time frame, okay? 4,000 one way, 4,000 another way. That's a lot. Two dogs in the U-Haul truck. You look pretty rough too, okay? Um, so if you're here to support me, great. If I'm an open book, okay? I have no reason to lie to you guys about anything. Was I on pain management? Absolutely. Am I off of it now? Yes. Does my body hurt? Absolutely. Am I in discomfort? Absolutely. The one good thing that happened from all of this is I came off my meds. Okay? So I pray for you guys. I wish you guys the best. I don't suggest that anybody goes there. Okay? Um, they say they had cameras put up. Um, I'm still waiting for them to produce the cameras and what they say was on camera because I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. All they want to do is continuously lie and lie and lie. There's two pictures that they have. One of me on the couch and I was reading, and the other one I was on a chair because I got her son, her oldest son, who slept in a closet. It was so hot in that small little closet. My second day there, I was still sleeping on the couch. I woke the kid up in the middle of the night, and I was like, get out of that closet, and come sleep on the couch." And I slept on the chair. And that woman had the nerve to take a picture of me sleeping on the chair. Okay, and that was at the very beginning of my visit there. So they knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. All those videos, checkmate. Candy had all those videos on her draft because they knew exactly what they were going to do to me.
Were you under the impression that they no longer spoke with me after they kicked me out?
Yeah, they told me they had no contact with you because there was a picture of you on their refrigerator, and Candy said that picture needed to come down because that picture needed to come down of you because every time she looked at it, it made her sick. So then
Wow. It's
Amethyst.
interesting because I didn't walk away from them until I heard your live the other day, 4 days ago. I know everything that's happened to you. I have every video, every picture of you in a fucked up predicament. So them telling you that they're not talking to me, they're lying.
Thank you. Wow.
I know your phone got smashed. She called me when she went to Cricket to get you another one. I walked away from them 4 days ago when I heard your live saying I was in love with her and that they kicked me out. How can you kick me out of your home when I own my own home, paid for, cash?
Wow.
Make that make sense.
Wow. And I'll tell you, there was a $2, good luck $2 bill that was attached to the picture of you on
That's
their
not my $2 bill. I don't know what that
on,
is.
on their refrigerator. And when I first got there, I was like, Lisa was here, and they were and Amethyst was like, yeah, she was here. It turned into a disaster. She was in love with me, and Candy was not feeling it, and she had to go. Yep.
Well,
They said you were supposed to stay there for a week or so, and you wound up staying there for a whole month. You didn't want to leave because you were obsessed with her.
no, I went out in the beginning of May for 2 weeks. I was there for her birthday. And if you want to get technical about it, Chef Kimmy invited herself to go out there for that week.
Wow.
And they didn't want Kimmy there because they couldn't afford her. So I said, I'll extend my flight. Don't worry. They said, really, wifey? I said, yes, I will do that. And that's why me and Kimmy are no longer friends, is because she didn't get to go out and meet Amy. She wanted to meet Amy. So that's
Thank
how
you
it
for
all
letting
played
me
out.
know, Mikey. Lisa, I want to say you look amazing.
Thank you.
Truly. You look very good. And I was going to say you look very much at peace, but I know this is probably robbing you of that.
Honestly,
I just have one question.
I thought it was going to rob me of my peace, and it's not. I'm actually more relaxed. I'm frustrated to hear the lies
Very frustrating.
that they've been saying that they're not friends with me. They haven't been talking to me. When if you would see all this stuff I have about this young man in my phone.
I can imagine. I have a lot of similar, not from this trip, but
I'm
from
talking from this
prior.
trip.
Yeah.
So for them to say they weren't talking to me, that's a lie. I walked away 4 days ago.
My only question, the only reason I came in here, I think you read my question and then it got
I said yes.
went elsewhere. Yes, you do. Okay. To say them here if you don't want to, but could you message that to me?
Absolutely.
You'll message. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm sure you know why I'm mad. Okay, that's all I wanted. Thank you, Lisa.
Absolutely, honey.
Have a good day, Christine.
Yeah. People are not gonna fucking lie on me. Pardon my French. But I've done nothing
So wait,
but
did you
bend
have
over backwards for that.
I'm trying to remember.
If you would have seen what I walked into, and then for them to drag me like this, shame on you, Melissa and Candace. Shame on you. There's a nice place in
Don't get
hell.
upset. That's not why. I just wanted to know. I wanted to know the truth because it's just it's funny how everybody that goes there somehow they say they put out or they kick out. See, I was on the phone. I'm gonna let everybody know. I was on the phone with Lips, okay? Because Candy said Lips had called and said that she was proud of me and all this stuff, right? She was proud of me and all this stuff. And I cried for hours after that phone call because all I want for years now, I haven't spoken to that woman. And
wow, Raven, really?
And
thank you for letting me know. Go ahead, Mikey.
And it felt really good to talk to that woman. Okay, um, I could just imagine the truth behind what they've been saying to other people. Okay,
You have no idea. But I'm not going to stoop to their level.
no, don't, and neither am I. I just wanted to clarify this. I wanted to just, to be honest, the best part of this live has been you saying that you were sorry to me because the last time me and you were in a box, you were a completely different person. And I want to say
I
to
was a
you,
shitbag then. I'll admit it. I was. I was horrible.
so thank you for apologizing. That means a lot. Okay,
Thank you for accepting my apology.
absolutely. Um, for those of you that are here to support me, thank you. For those of you here to knock me, you guys are welcome. You might learn something. Okay, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm far from it. But what those people did to me was disgusting. But it was my fault. I went there. I went there because I wanted to see uh, the good, the good in Amethyst. I've been friends with that woman for many years. She was one of the first people who bullied me on the app, and then we became friends. We became close. Um, the best part of that trip is meeting those boys. So I don't take back any of that. None of it. None of it. But I will pray for you people. You're sick, you're twisted, and you guys need help. Okay? You guys need help. And that's all I'm going to say. If you guys have to create stories about other people that are not true, and meanwhile you're still talking to her,
No, she won't, Christine.
it's disgusting. But anyway, let me look at these comments. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just.
I am sick to my
Hey,
stomach to hear that. Especially knowing that when they were with Raven and them in the Discord, they were bashing me when I was doing nothing but protecting them.
they told me you had a whole live about them, and after you left, that there was a whole live, and you would admitted to having feelings for her and all this other crazy shit. It seems like deja vu because I went through this with Amethyst years ago, years ago. So it's like deja vu, just a different person. You guys want to go outside? Come.
I will say that when I first met her, did I crush on her? Did I crush on the TikTok individual, which would have been Amethyst? Yeah, and she knows that. And the minute, over 2 years ago, the minute that I found out her and Candy were in this facade of a relationship, I
Hey,
emailed
Rachel.
both of them and apologized for flirting and told them that it was out of pocket of me. I didn't know, and it would never happen again. And it never did.
Wow. Come here, Dior. Come here, buddy.
Tara, in July, I was tubing for my birthday and I tore the tendons in my wrist. So I thought it would heal on its own, and it never did. So
Come here,
they
guys.
finally
Come
put
here.
it in cast,
Dior,
and
come
I'll
here,
have
buddy.
to.
Come here, Dior. There's a car coming. Good.
Oh, definitely going
Come
to
on. Come
heal.
on, Dior.
This is a lesson learned for sure. Because I held them to
Come on.
really high.
That is up. That's crazy that you're even saying this right now because I swear to you that they told me that you guys don't speak at all. It ended horribly.
4 days ago, when I sent them a 3-page text message
Come on.
telling them where to go, how I felt, and everything, and told them I didn't even need them to respond. And you know what they did? They blocked me. That's fine.
Of course they did. Of course they did. I actually just blocked them yesterday. I didn't even realize I hadn't blocked them yet, and I blocked them yesterday because I was like, you know what? I have no reason to. ever unblock them again. I said hi to Riker. I saw Riker. Hey, Riker. What's up, buddy? How are you? How's the family? Look how
But my
beautiful. This is what I wake up to every
oh,
morning.
thank you.
How did you get out
My
again?
mom brought me a
Come on,
McMuffin.
Dior. Come on, Dior. He opens the door, literally my door, with his hand on the handle. Let's go. No. Let's go. Come on. Dior, come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Let's go eat. Yeah, it is a beautiful view. Dior doesn't want to go inside. Look at him. Come on, buddy.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gorgeous out today. I'm about to go in the pool. Come on.
I'm about to go to an eye appointment, get me some new glasses.
Oh my god, I'm like so blind. It's horrible. I bought those cheap glasses from CVS. You know, like the ones that you could just buy over the counter. And I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
wow, I'm really blind because I have to use the ones that say 150 on them. The not
Yeah. Oh, I
125.
use 250s.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just can't see stuff like when it's like small when you have to read. So I think it's like what's that called? Nearsighted
Uh,
or
I think
farsighted?
I think far is where we can't see far. Shit, I don't know. I'm new to glasses. I just started wearing them about 4 years ago.
Yours is at 175. You said far you can't see close. Yeah, I need them just to read. That's the only time I need it, just to read. Well, I'm really glad that I had her in my life because it's about forgiving people today, right? And this app has helped me tremendously. And I learn every day, every day. I'm far from perfect. I'm far from perfect. Um, but Lisa, thank you very much for coming into my life. I appreciate you. Um, so you guys were taking pictures of me. That's pretty creepy. And sending them to people. That's pretty fucking creepy. Does that make you feel good? Just curious. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry. Lisa's out of the box, but are you still in the chat? I'm just curious to know if, while you were there, if they were drinking and using their Xanax, abusing their Xanax. I mean, I know because I seen it firsthand, but I'll be the first to say I didn't take pictures of them because I don't do that shit. But I do have messages before I headed out there because Amethyst needed Xanax for herself, and I really don't take mine. So I told her I would call my doctor and get a prescription called in for her. she also told me, she told all the friends that she had a scheduled heart surgery. And then she told me that Washington made a big mistake and they used her as a guinea pig. And her new doctor team in California told her that she should have never had any of those surgeries. So which one is it, Amethyst? Because you're still lying to people. You have Nova thinking that you were scheduled for another surgery, which is a lie. So which one is it? Did they make a mistake? You weren't supposed to have any of those surgeries. You were used as a guinea pig, or you were getting ready to have another surgery. Which one was it? I'm not making fun of you. I'm just trying to make an example of you, how sick you are. Okay? In the head. Okay? Then you kick me out of your house. You leave my brand new electric bike at your house because you said that you were going to ask your mom for money because you wanted to buy it from me so I'd have to travel with 2 bikes. And you had the audacity to get on the bike with your girlfriend Candy, take it for a spin and make a video after you kicked me out of your house. Make sense of that. You guys are disgusting. But I'll pray for you. But anyway, while you're out in your blow-up pool, I'm going to go in my beautiful built-in pool. Come on, Dior. Jesus. Come on. Get inside, please. We'll go in the pool when I get back. Come on. Go see. Alright, let me go feed these dogs, guys. Never take candy from strangers. Facts. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Then they were telling me, don't tell anybody, don't let anybody know that both of their birds died. Their first bird, right? And then, well, they have 6 little birds, and then they had Amethyst's bird died. And then a couple days later, they went and bought another bird, died. Amethyst said that she thinks that it was her fault because she kept putting the off stuff in the oven and forgetting to clean it, and it was probably going through the vent. And then she was telling other people that I was playing with the birds and I probably killed the birds. Really? I wasn't even near the birds. And why the hell would I hurt a bird? Come on, guys. I've never hurt an animal in my life. But you narcissistic people? I don't know. Sound a little suspect to me. Come on. Inside. Dior. Come on, let's eat, buddy. This dog. If he could stay outside all day long, he would. Come on, let's eat, buddy. Alright, let me go feed these dogs. Good morning, Mama. See? Hey, Peg. Thanks, Mama. See? Yes, it is a beautiful pool. You thought Candy was married to a guy? No. Candy's relationships don't last long. This is probably the only relationship that I shouldn't say last long. I should say end well. But Amethyst knows exactly what she's doing. Our first conversation, first day. I got there late at night. It was actually like in the morning, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. The next day, I went to the grocery store and went food shopping for the house, right? And the conversation was how much Candy's mom was worth. And how she's a big trumper. She can't know that I'm trans. she can't know that they're together. Because I said, when are you guys get married, you know? And that the mom loves Amethyst. Amethyst says she absolutely adores her. She'll give her anything she wants because she controls Candy. Apparently, all that money that Candy was giving to Casey back then, apparently Candy was doing it again to this other creator. And it wasn't even Candy's money, it was Candy's mom's money. It was her cards. So the mom was getting really upset. So Amethyst took control of the situation. So now the mother loves Amethyst because Amethyst is the hero. She's the hero. But how do I know that the house is worth like 3 point something million? Not Candy's house. No. No. Definitely not. But apparently the mom's house. You know, and she's 80 something years old. Listen, people live to like they're past 100 these days. So, and weren't you the same person, Amethyst, that was making fun of another creator about using Mandy? Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? And Candy gives anything she wants. Anything she wants. She goes right to her mom's house with a list and gets anything she wants for Amethyst. Yeah. Alright, guys. Let me go feed my dogs. Go take care of my animals. Okay? Love you faces. Thank you everybody for coming in. I will be live again later on. I'm still waiting for the house videos to appear. No idea. All they have is actually, they probably have the day that I came out of the hospital, right? That I left the hospital and took a $200 Uber back home to that house and pulled up with 6 sheriff department cars in the driveway, handing me a 7-day vacate notice when all they had to say was, Mikey, you need to leave. They didn't need to do all that. Okay? But apparently the cop said that Candy's very good at that. I'm probably like the 4th or 5th person she's done that to. You don't want me to tell them the rest, do you, guys? Sending people pictures of me sleeping or when I got out of the hospital, and you guys handed me a 7-day notice and I felt stripped. I just used all my savings to travel over 4,500 miles to you guys. Spent all my money, and you guys kicked me out to the street with 2 dogs. 2 dogs. That night I fed my dogs. I took 2 pills and I went down. I couldn't believe that you guys did that to me. I couldn't believe that I allowed myself to believe the good in you guys. Let me show you some narcissistic shit. Let me show you something. Hold on, let me go upstairs to my place. Candy does diving art, right? So after everything that they did to me, After everything that they did to me, they gave me this diamond art thing. And they said, I want you to look at the sunset. Right? I was going to put it on fire last night. Maybe I'll do it tonight. How long did that take you to do? You kick somebody out and you give them your diamond art. And tell them to look at the sunset when you feel sad. You fucking narcissistic, disgusting fucking people. I would like to know the true story from Sharon, your kid's other mother. Because I'm sure that fucking story is fucking not even true. But it's funny, because all the conversations me and you had, not once did you tell me anything of the sort about Sharon. But the only person you said you told was Candy. Candy will lie for you. She will hold water, boy. Didn't you put two of her cats outside and the owl ate the cats? I'd be devastated. I'd be devastated. But you put me outside with my dogs in a garage, knowing that that big owl was out there killing animals the size of my dogs. You guys are crazy. And then you were telling people that I wasn't paying rent when I was paying rent. I was collecting unemployment. I was getting money every week. But I still, when I got there, I was supposed to get a bedroom. That's what you told me after Buggy left. And then you guys put me out in the garage. Did she claim she was allergic to cats? Yes, very allergic. She said her and Buggy were extremely allergic to cats. That's why when I got there, Christine, all I did was clean. All I did was clean. My dogs couldn't handle it. They were coughing. Dior was getting himself sick. So I would clean the litter. I would sweep. I'm talking like mounds and mounds of cat hair. It was horrific. She originally had 6 cats. Amethyst put 2 of the cats outside, and apparently the owls ate the cats. Then the other 4 cats, Amethyst kept putting them online, and Candy was getting upset. And they would argue and they would fight about it. But they never got rid of the cats. But Candy doesn't take care of the cats. She doesn't change the litter. She doesn't sweep. I've never seen the woman even clean a dish. She leaves in the morning for an hour or two. She'll go. That's where she'll eat out, right? She'll come in with a bag. She'll bring the bag up to her room of food and stuff. She goes up to her room and she does not come out. She might come out to go in the pool. Buggy's the last 2 weeks from the very beginning when I got there. I was so fucked up, right, that you allowed me to stay with your kids for 2 whole weeks. They hung out with me downstairs because you guys were in your room. What does that say about you, if that was the case? Huh? Just curious. Because I could show you pictures of me and Buggy and Mondo. For those whole 2 weeks, we took tons of pictures. And I made sure I didn't take my meds till the kids were sleeping, and I was in my garage, and I was ready for bed. I'd stay uncomfortable all day long in pain. What does Peg say? Let's say, it seems like a pattern with Antichrist doing stuff behind the scenes. Yes, Peg. My stupidity. Because I really thought when they reached out to me, right? Well, I shouldn't say they, because it was Amethyst that I was speaking to, not Candy. But Candy would be in the background. Um, they were like, this will be great for you. There's tons of restaurants. I'm in a tourist area. You'll get a job real quick. Candy knows all the owners, blah, blah, blah. So I went. The first couple of days I went, I banged out every single restaurant with an application, right? Candy even went as far as going there and telling them not to hire me. Do you guys know that? You know that, Amethyst? Why do you think I kept asking you? Candy had a problem with me. Hmm? See, Candy doesn't want anybody around you. Because she's in that web. But she's sick too. She's sick too. Anyway, let me go feed my dogs. I love your faces. I'll be back live later on. Thank you for all your support. I appreciate all you guys. Let me get off because I keep getting, now they're saying that I have community guidelines, substance behavior in the live. Somebody's saying that I am using substances in the live. I just ate a grapefruit. Or cantaloupe. Something sweetie do. Something. I don't know what it is, but it's delicious. See you later, guys. I will be back. I got some stuff I need to take care of. And, sorry if I look rough. But I am well rested. I am getting healthy. Alright? And that's that. So, all you Reddit monsters, see you later, D. Thank you. Thank you for coming in and bringing support. I appreciate you guys very much. Everybody have a great day. Love your faces. Lisa, thank you very much again. You made my day for apologizing. I apologize as well for being nasty that time you were in my live. I just wanted to know the truth. But another good thing happened out of all this. So thank you. Bye, guys. Have a good day.